Okay, so I'm going to do a real quick thing. Art meets fashion. Our group is N-GOM, New Goals, Old Materials. And what I've done is I've taken some of my old, I've gone through my studio and I was thinking about all the recycling and everything like that we're planning on doing. This is one image right off the bat. This is a painting done on a pleated dress that didn't work. It was a total fail from 1995. And I looked at it for a while. I thought, you know, I'm looking at our project, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take that apart and redo it. So what I did was I went through my studio. Now here is a stack. I normally keep at least one item from every series and not sell it. So these are, you have frames. I have all these frames and different things that I'm working with right now. And I have some failed images and some not so failed images and some experiments that haven't really been brought to fruition. Here's one right here. It's pretty cool. It is a target of a deer. It could be representing the exploitation of nature. You know, what we're doing is we're working on a thing of a new goals, old material. I thought that was just a great process, if you can see that. I'm always finding things, and I never understand this, but you can find clothing walking around Balboa Park, and when I hike with my dogs, just walk around, it's not unusual to find ladies' panties, so you see there's a ladies' panties there. I have some other items here. There's a monkey dancing the dance of life, you know, the monkey god, and some individual tassels from shoes and such. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a garden scene on this dress. If you notice in the center of the panties there's a power fist attempting to impose the feminine, the strength. Okay, so I'm going to do a real quick thing. Art meets fashion. Our group is, and so what I have up here is a vanity mirror frame, and what I've done, I don't think you can see, but what I've done is I've built on it. There's some iguanas on there. They're stuffed. I'm hoping to use those to hold some items, if not. The symbols on the vanity, there's a canvas stitch across. Southwestern Indian symbols representing the earth, and if you got things moving in circular motion representing the sky. What I'm going to do with that is, I'm going to move over here real quick, is I am probably going to take and tear like wormholes. If you can see this, it's a mirror. It's a mirror on recycled vinyl. That's pretty cool stuff. And I'm going to wormhole the material of this and maybe put the mirror into it as though it has been eaten through, so you can see yourself in the universe. The important thing when you're doing installation work is to have accessories, and I have plenty of accessories. I've made some extra items. I have all sorts of parts to put together. Here, you can't see these things because I'm holding them out. Little corner shelves, and a supply of stuff. Birdhouses, maybe to represent nature. Putting together. Now here I have a frame here that's torn up, and I also have another frame, a mirror frame here that I intend to use. Now for this frame here that you can't see, I'm going to have to give this a distant shot. I can't. Okay. I'm using, I don't know how to explain this. I'll sit this down here. I'm using these legs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise, see if I can set my camera down. I'm going to raise the canvas up on these legs. And it's going to stand like a French provincial mirror. Okay, so I've got to get some distance on that. It's going to stand, and then what I'm going to incorporate above it is this umbrella. Let's see if I can place that. Now, I'll get there from a distance. Now, the umbrella actually, so it's going to be standing off the ground on these legs. The umbrella actually is going to open up, provide a kind of shelter. And then I'm thinking, maybe in these torn areas, of putting more mirror. Okay, but I'm going to rewind circles. And then I may take some dilapidated or miscellaneous items and have them floating around in a circle around it. I have some yard birds somewhere that I wanted to use, if I can find them. Here, let's see if I can show you this. I know this is an odd way to... So you would have these slowly moving birds over this image, and it would have this stand. Okay, so now what I've created is I've created a wall piece. I've created a vanity by which our person wearing the fashions would sit or appear at themselves in the universe, kind of things, kind of a connection to the universe. You know, and then I would have the standing type mirror, or this could be painted. Okay. Then I'm going to have these, so there would be the sound of the engine, and there would be miscellaneous things hanging and moving in a circular motion on an open umbrella, a very ratty open umbrella. Okay. Then there's some birdhouses here that I'm trying to figure out how I would use those. But another thing too, then on that frame there would be triptych type, which you can't see because of the space in my studio. There'd be a triptych type ensemble that they could encompass a dress. So a dress could be facing or standing in front of this backdrop. Then also, I've been working on some sketches of wildlife that may be imposed in here, and that to place to accompany my other images of nature. So this is 2 deer drinking water, and then I have made random images, accessorizing random images that I would place onto the art piece depending on the design. And that's what I'm going to be doing. And then there's a lot of miscellaneous representations of time and such that I'm working with. So there's a lot going on here. And more to come. So back into the studio. So the concept of new goals, old materials is to take and to refresh, at least on my end, and my vision of this is to take and to reutilize discarded and recycle, items into a proper working installation piece. So much can happen now, and I like to use everything. Now these, for example, are bird nests of my own making that were quite accidental. They actually came to be by virtue of my vacuum cleaner that is now broken, and there was a missing a part, and it would make these funnel-shaped and nest-shaped objects out of hair, dog hair. So I'm making nests out of these. And making items out of these. Like I said, I hope that I'm getting my point across. There's so much that I'm using here. Now these are just the first inklings of what's going on, but you can see that when I'm done, I should have a room size installation of work that would be complete in every manner. Now, I'm also building on these. Wish I had my sketchbook handy, because this area may have an arched, this piece right here may have an arched metal frame on the top to give it a sort of cathedral look, an altar. This piece, this umbrella thing is not a completed process. That may change also, but I like the whole thing of the foundedness of it. I may actually be including corner frames. You see the corner frame there onto the art, which is something I want to do. So I'm building on this. This will actually be a room type installation. It'll be a room of which different things can be placed and utilized. So it's going to be pretty cool and pretty comprehensive. Now, I haven't sketched it all down yet because, let's see, I'll put this on this one. I just broke a piece of my art. So you see the frame. I wish I could hold this back. So this part being attached onto here. I'll put it right down here. I just broke a piece of this. Okay, so let's place it down there. So you see I would have these type of legs lifting off. Then somewhere that I might have the corner frame. I might even put it on one of the triptych wings. You know, so that there'd be a whole design concept that can be, when it's done, it can all be folded up and it can be I'm not short of found object and supplies and paints. So that's about it. Another thing is glass, this polymer that I'm thinking about putting onto this onto this image, onto this piece that I was discussing here. I'm going to sit on the ground, and to have a kind of water running through, to have a light, and when the umbrella is turning, there'd be a candy cane hollow post inside with blue instead of red, blue and white, or blue and green, to simulate water. So it'd be kind of a water element on that. Anyway, so that's all the information I'm going to give you right now. Beautiful legs, huh? That'll be cool.